Hello everyone, welcome to my civil engineering YouTube channel. Subscribe to it and hit the bell icon to get notified when I post my new videos. Today I am going to discuss regarding a numerical on three-hinged parabolic arch in order to determine a maximum bending moment. So I have just considered a figure here. So here it is a three-hinged parabolic arch. Two supports are A and B. C is the crown and the total span here is 20 meters and raise is 4 meters. It is subjected to the uniformly distributed load of 20 kilonewton per meter to the left half of the supports, means the span of the load will be 10 meters. We are supposed to find out what is the maximum bending moment on the arch. So here, as in case of arch or any as in case of arch, we are supposed to find out the maximum bending moment. I'll just give you a hint. So in case of the finding the maximum bending moment, so always the shear force should be equal to 0. So with that concept, I'm going to proceed this problem. So the first and foremost step here is in order to determine the support reactions. So I'm considering the sketch here. So we have the two supports A and B. So they are of hinged nature. So each hinge will be having two reactions, one in vertical direction and one in the horizontal direction. So A and B are the two supports. VA and VB are the two vertical reactions at A and B, and H is the horizontal reactions at both A and B. So in order to find out the support reactions, I am going to apply the equilibrium conditions. So if I apply the horizontal equilibrium conditions, sigma h is equal to 0. If you just see to the sketch, you will be having you can just identify that only two horizontal forces are considered here. So I mean only two horizontal forces are there here, which are of same magnitude but in opposite direction, which cancels each other. Therefore the horizontal equilibrium conditions is satisfied. So the next, coming on to the next equilibrium condition, that is applying the vertical equilibrium condition for an arch. So how many vertical reactions are there here? So there are totally three vertical reactions are there. One is VA, second is VB, and one more is the load. So I just take the sign convention as the upward forces, upward going forces are taken as positive, and downward direction forces are considered to be as negative. So VA plus VB is equal to 20 into 10. Why 20 into 10 means 20 kilonewton is in terms of kilonewton per meter, means 20 kilonewton is acting at a span of 10 meters. 20 kilonewton force is acting kilonewton per for 1 meter. It is 20 kilonewton is acting, means 20 kilonewton per meter is the overall load. So 20 kilonewton per meter is the for 1 meter span 20 kilonewton load is acting. So total span given here wherein the load acting here is 10 meters. So we are supposed to find out how much is the magnitude of load which is acting for throughout 10 meter of the span. So we are supposed to calculate what is the amount of magnitude of the load which is acting for 10 meters. Why? Because the load span is 10 meters. So 20 into 10 it will be so it therefore VA plus VB is equal to 200 kilonewton. 200 kilonewton. VA plus VB is equal to 200 kilonewton. Since 20 into 10 is acting in the downward direction, I have equated upward forces is equal to the downward force. Okay. The next equilibrium condition is that I am considering the moment equilibrium condition, that is we can either take the moment at either of the support A or B. So I am considering the moment about support A. So VA VB into 20 VB into 20 is equal to VB into 20 is equal to 20 into 10 into 5. So VB, so here again I'm also considering the sign convention as clockwise moments are taken as positive and anti-clockwise moments are taken as negative. So here VB into 20 is the anti-clockwise moment. So VB into 20 is equal to so again 20 kilonewton per meter is acting, so which has to be considered as a moment. So 20 kilonewton per meter. So first we are supposed to convert the 20 kilonewton per meter into kilonewton, means the force kilonewton per meter has to be converted into kilonewton first. So 20 into the span to which it is acting, that is 20 into 10 is the span. So into y5 means because the moment will be maximum at the center of the span, therefore we are supposed to consider the center part for the maximum moment. Therefore 20 into 10 is the span into 5. So I just repeat it once again. So I am going to consider the moment at either of the support, either span A or B, we can consider that. So in this case I am going to consider for support A. So by taking the sign convention, anti-clockwise moments are considered to be negative and clockwise moments are considered to be positive. So if I want to consider the moment about A, so there are two forces which are acting, two moments which are acting. So one is with reference to the support B and another is with reference to the load which is of 20 kilonewton per meter. So I just consider with reference to B, support B first. So it is VB into the span towards CA. So VB into total span is 20. So VB into 20, it is in anti-clockwise direction. So it is negative. So next, the load acting is 20 kilonewton per meter. So here first I am, in order to convert that kilonewton per meter load to the moment, first I need to convert that kilonewton per meter to kilonewton. So in the previous step itself I have told how to convert that kilonewton per meter to kilonewton. So that is 20 into the span to which it is acting, it is 10. So into 10 by 2. 10 by 2 is nothing but 5. Why I have considered 5? Because so always in order if we take up the moment equilibrium condition, we are going to consider the moment at the center of the span in case of UDL. So moment at the UDL will be maximum at the center, therefore it is 20 into 10 into 5. So it is a clockwise moment due to 20 kilonewton per meter, therefore it is considered to be positive. I have equated anti-clockwise moments is equal to clockwise moments. So next, therefore VB is equal to, if I just simplify that equation, VB will be equal to 50 kilonewton. Then if I just substitute the value of VB in case of equation 1, I'll get VA as 150 kilonewton. VA as 150 kilonewton. So again, taking the moment about crown. So if I consider the moment about crown, so here I have considered, the unknowns here are VA, VB and H. So H, no doubt at A and B both are same at magnitude and it will be following the equilibrium condition in the horizontal direction. So it will be cancelling each other. So but in order to know the effect of what is the effect of the forces, we are also supposed to determine what is the value of H. So in order to determine the value of H, I need to consider the moment about crown. So if I consider the moment about crown, so it will be like, either you can take about left side of the span or either you can take right side of span, not both. So that is nothing but if you consider the moment about crown, so in order to calculate the value of h, you need to take the moments either towards the left span or towards right span. So I think right span is much easier, so I just consider the right support span, that is towards VB. So h here also I'm taking the sign convention as clockwise movements are considered to be positive and anti-clockwise movements are considered to be as negative. So here there are only two forces to which the moment has to be considered in case of right side of the support. So here that is nothing but h and VB. So h into the perpendicular distance is 4 meters towards the crown, therefore h into 4, it is acting in the clockwise direction, therefore it is taken as positive. And another is VB into the span towards the crown here is half of the total span, that is 20 by 2, that is 10 meters. So it is VB into 10, so it is in the anti-clockwise direction, so equate that to 0. So equate that to 0 because all the moments about the crown will be equal to 0. Therefore, the total moment about the crown should be equated to 0 in order to find out the unknown horizontal reaction h. So VB is known by solving the moment about A. Therefore, substitute the value of VB and get the value of h. So h totally you will get it as 125 kilonewton. So the next step is, after determining the value of support reactions, you are going to calculate what is the value of the maximum bending moment. This is the most important step which in which the question they have asked to calculate the maximum bending moment. For this I have taken a considered a sketch, wherein in this sketch I am going to consider the XX section. Here I have considered a XX section, which is XX section. So here where the XX section is at the distance of x from the support A, and it is also having the vertical distance y from the arch rib. Okay, so I just in order to calculate the maximum bending moment, I am going to consider the section XCX. So towards the left side of the span, you can also consider towards right side also, not a issue here. So I just consider the XX towards left side of the span, so which is at the distance of x from A and vertical distance of y from the arch rib. So I just take the moment about XX. So I need to consider the moment about XX here. So moment MXX is equal to MXX is equal to VA into X, which is in clockwise direction. So moment about XX section is equal to VA into X, which is in clockwise direction, hence it is positive. Then H into Y, VA into X, H into Y, it is in anti-clockwise direction, so it is considered to be negative. VA into X minus H into Y, and then 20 kilonewton per meter. If I it is acting, if I just consider the moment about XX, so at x distance 20 kilonewton per meter is acting. Therefore the moment of load 20 kilonewton per meter for a distance of x will be equal to 20 into x by 2. So 20 into x by 2, so 20x square by 2. Therefore the moment will be equal to 150 into x minus 20x square by 2 minus h into y. H is nothing but 125 into y. So we know that in the previous lecture series I have discussed regarding the since it is a parabolic arch, have discussed regarding what is the amount of how to determine the rise for a parabolic arch which is having a general equation. It will be having a general equation for y is equal to kx into L minus x. So after derivation we have got it as y is equal to 4hx into L minus x divided by L square. We have got it since it is a parabolic arch. So here y will be equal to h 4 into h. The small h is nothing but here the rise what it is. So the total rise towards the crown, it is equal to 4 meters. In the question it is itself it is given. So 4 into 4 into x into total L is 20 meters. So 20 into x, 20 minus x divided by 20 square. So divided by 20 square it is given. So here, after simplifying this, I'll get it as y is equal to 0.8x minus 0.04x square. I'll get it as 0.8x minus 0.04x square. Therefore, if I substitute the value of y in the equation of mxx, so I just get this expression. Okay, so in place of y, that is mxx is equal to 150 into x minus 20x square by 2 minus h into y. In that expression, so if I just consider y as 0.8x minus 0.04x square, if I just substitute that, I'll get this expression, the resultant expression, and after simplifying that, so I'll get mxx is equal to 50x minus 5x square. So 50x into 5x square, I'll get 50x minus 5x square. So after this, see here, one thing I need to clarify here. In case of finding the maximum bending moment, in the initially I have discussed when will be the maximum bending moment. That is, the maximum bending moment will be occurring when the shear force is equal to 0. So mxx is the moment. So from this moment, if I want to draw the shear force, so I can draw the shear force by differentiating this mxx with reference to x, and if I just equate to 0, I will get at what span the moment will be maximum. I repeat it. So in order to find out the maximum bending moment, always at that maximum bending moment section, shear force should be equal to 0. So I have the expression of the moment at xx. So if I want the shear force, the moment expression should be differentiated with reference to x, so that the differentiated equation will be the equation of the shear force, and which should be equated to 0 in order to find what is the x distance. X distance is nothing but the distance wherein the maximum bending moment will be occurring, right? So that is nothing but dmxx divided by dx, that is differentiation of mxx with reference to x should be equal to 0. So if I just differentiate that, I'll get 50 minus 5 into 2 into x, that is 50 minus 10x will be equal to 0. So dmxx by dx is equal to 0. So it is 50 minus 10x is equal to 0. That is a expression for shear force. So I'll get x as 5 meters. So which indicates that from VA, from A support A, for 5 meters of the span, the maximum bending moment occurs. So at x of 5 meters span from A support, you will be having the maximum bending moment. So if I just substitute the x value in the expression mxx, if I just substitute the x value as 5 meters in the mxx expression, that is mxx is equal to 50x minus 5x square, if I, that is in the expression 3, equation 3, so I'll get 50 into 5 minus 5 into 5 square. So I will get what is the value of the maximum bending moment, that is 125 kilonewton meter. Therefore the maximum bending moment will be 125 kilonewton per 125 kilonewton meter. So I'll just summarize here. So if I want to consider the maximum bending moment, first I need to find out the um, forces, that support reaction, that is vertical and horizontal support reactions, by putting the equilibrium condition sigma h, sigma v and sigma m. So if I just put the sigma v, I'll get the value of va and vb. So since there are only two horizontal reactions, so it will be obeying the equilibrium condition in the horizontal direction. But in order to assess the analyze the forces and also the bending moment, I also need what is the value, what is the magnitude of the horizontal reaction also. In order to find out the reaction in the horizontal direction, I need to consider the moment at the crown. So I need to calculate what is the magnitude of the force in the horizontal direction. So after that, I need to consider the section xx, which is at the distance of x, yeah, at support A, from support A. So either I can take B or A. So in this case I am taking the support A for easy solving of the problem. So x is a distance from A to that of the section xx, and y is a distance from that of the arch rip. So mxx, if I need to find out the moment about xx, so from A support, so considering the clockwise moment as positive and anti-clockwise moment as negative, I have got the expression as mxx is equal to va into x minus h into y minus 20 into x square divided by 2. So I know that in the previous lecture series I have derived a value of rise by using the parabolic expression. So that is equal to y, that is equal to 4hx into L minus x divided by L square, where small h represents the value of rise towards the crown. So that is 4 meters they have given in the question itself. So therefore y will be equal to 0.8x minus 0.04x square. So in order to determine the maximum bending moment, the shear force should be equal to 0. I have the expression of mxx. So from that expression, if I want to derive the shear force, so we need to take the differentiation with reference to x and equate that to 0, since for the maximum bending moment shear force should be equal to 0. Therefore if I just equate that to 0, I'll get the value of x as 5 meters. So substitute the value of x as 5 meters in the original equation of mxx. So that is 50x minus 5x square. I'll get what is the value of the maximum bending moment. Thank you.